Hey everybody, welcome to another Q&A Wednesday here on Jessica Smith TV. Today's question comes from YouTube subscriber Carrie A. Groff. Carrie, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And she asked, do you need to warm up before stretching? I've heard that you shouldn't stretch cold muscles. Is that true? Also, is there such a thing as too much stretching? Great questions, Carrie. So first off, I just want to say that there's a lot of conflicting information out there about stretching, whether or not you should do it, how long you should do it, when you should do it. So the information I'm about to share is really based on my own personal experiences and those with my clients and students. But as always, you know, I always ask you to do what works best for you. So Carrie, you asked about stretching cold muscles. So I'd never recommend that you jump up out of bed and the first thing you want to do is jump into a split, because that could really set you up for a pulled muscle. Same thing goes for when you get up out of bed and you reach for something on the floor. You may not even think about it, but that's a pretty deep stretch. It can be really stressful on your back. So you just kind of want to be aware of where your body's coming from before you move into a stretching type motion. Now, you could technically stretch a cold muscle if you ease yourself into the stretch carefully. For example, if you head to a yoga class, they're not going to have you running laps or doing lunges before you start stretching, but they're going to gently ease you into the flow before they have you put your legs behind your head, right? So there is a way to stretch a cold muscle safely. Now, there's different benefits to stretching at different times. So this is really going to depend on what your personal fitness and flexibility goals are. So for example, you may want to save your more static stretching for the end of your workout. And when we talk about static stretching, we're really referring to something that you're going to hold for 30 seconds at a time or more. So some research shows that you're going to get more benefit by doing that after a workout. Once your muscle is warm, it's been moving through full ranges of motion, it's a little bit more oiled up, it allows it to just relax and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. In addition to that, some studies have shown that with certain workouts, static stretching beforehand could actually negatively affect your performance. For example, one study found that when sprinters did static stretching beforehand, it actually negatively affected their performance. So if you're going to sprint or you want something that's explosive and you need a high performance, it may be best to stretch after your workout. Now, dynamic stretching, which could include something like walking lunges or more rotational movements, is a great component of a good warm-up. So you might want to think about including some dynamic stretching at the start of your workout to get your body prepped for it, and then save those static stretches for afterwards. We actually have a great dynamic stretching routine here on our channel. I'll include the link for it below in the video description in case you want to try that out. Now, when it comes to the amount of stretching that you need, this is really going to depend on the individual. I know that Flo has been asking me about how to improve your flexibility. Flo, I haven't forgotten about you. So this is to answer your question as well as Carrie's. And really, it's going to depend on what your goal is. If you want to increase your flexibility, you're going to want to add more stretching into your routine. You also might want to do stretching more often if you spend a lot of hours at a desk, hunched over a computer, getting a lot of tightness in the neck and the shoulders. You might just feel better by stretching more often. I've found that doing yoga at the end of my day after doing a lot of working at the computer has really helped me not only feel better physically, but also just helps me mentally relax and let go of the day. So I've personally started adding a yoga practice into my week about 5 to 6 days a week. And to improve your flexibility, just like anything else, more practice helps improve range of motion. So if you want to get more flexible, you want to do it more often, think about adding stretching into your weekly workouts 3, even 6, maybe even 7 days a week, depending on how it feels. The thing that you want to look for is overstretching. So that's something you don't want to do, and that really doesn't have to do necessarily with the frequency of your stretching routine, but the intensity of it. So when you're actually doing a stretch, you want to listen for your body's cues. If you start to feel pain pain, that's your body's signal that you're stretching way beyond your limits and you want to ease it back. So stretching can be uncomfortable at times, but pain is your body's way of saying stop. So learn to recognize the difference and make sure that you honor your body during any type of stretching routine. So Carrie and Flo, and all of you out there that were wondering about stretching and flexibility, I hope this helped clear things up a little bit. And now I'd love to hear from you guys. Join in the discussion. Let me know what you like to do. Are you a fan of stretching? Do you do it often? Do you wish you would do it more often? What kind of stretching workouts do you enjoy? Leave us a comment below and let us know, because we always learn from each other. And finally, if you have a question for me that you'd like me to answer in an upcoming episode, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. I'll try to answer it for you soon. Thanks so much, as always, guys, for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, like, and share your favorite videos. And Peanut and I will see you for another Q&A Wednesday next week.